used 2014 Dodge Ram. I know a lot of people always think that if you buy used, you're gonna have to spend a lot of money, this and that, on repair costs. This gonna go bad, such and such. But with me, that's not the case. So it's crazy. I had this truck for 1 year and I haven't spent more than at least $2,000 on this truck on repair. And I'm gonna tell you guys exactly why, because there's a lot of hate that comes with the 2014 Dodge Ram. In my understanding, there's a lot of people don't like these trucks because, number one, it got a bad transmission issue, pretty much repair costs. There's so much talk around like the 2014 Ram or Ram in general, but mainly I'll say most people talk about these trucks being not as reliable. So I'm gonna give you guys my full breakdown on. Be honest with you guys, I'm not making this up. It's been about probably 1 year and 5-6 months, and I'll tell you guys exactly what I really spent money on. I have not spent more than $2,000, probably way less than that. I'm just putting out a number on there just so you guys could know that. And I've owned this truck for about 1 year, 6 months. Anything else that I spend money on is because I either wanted to change it up, buy something else different. I'm not going to talk about mods, but I'm just strictly going to talk about repair costs on this truck to add up everything I've done so far, or the stuff that had to be replaced on this truck so far, and how much I've spent. I'll tell you guys, man, that's the truth. I have not spent any kind of crazy amount of money so far, and so far so good. But what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Happy Monday. Today we're going to be talking about the Ram once again, and I'm going to be giving you guys a full price breakdown on this truck. How much have I spent on repair costs so far for my used 2014 Dodge Ram? I know a lot of people always think that if you buy used, you're going to have to spend a lot of money, this and that, on repair costs. This going to go bad, such and such. But with me, that's not the case, and I'm grateful for this truck. This is not to try to, throw shots at anybody else or try to make you feel like. I'm not saying that just because what I'm experiencing is the same thing you're going to experience, but that's not the case. I'm going to go sit in the car real quick so you guys can be able to see me, and we'll talk about the Ram. So here's the truth, right? I bought this truck. This was a used 2014 Ram, and it had had a clean title. So my 1 year and 6 months going on 2 years, believe it or not, throughout the years, this truck has 150 right now. And I'm gonna think about this, right? Because right now I don't have like the exact days and stuff, but I'm gonna tell you guys this, right? What I remember the most I've ever spent on this truck to repair anything. I'm gonna start off with that. I'm gonna start off with, this had to be it might be the same price as the CV axle, but this had to be like my I'm trying to think, my radiator. So this is the one thing I experienced with this truck that went bad out the door, was obviously my radiator, which is not really like a real repair, crazy repair stuff. It's the cost and stuff like that. But radiator I had to spend like $250 on my radiator. That was like one of the biggest purchase and stuff like that for like repair and stuff like that. And I did the work myself, so I didn't have to pay anything else. So $250. Now, my next thing I remember that I had to replace on this truck was the CV axle. I did the passenger side because now this was something that recently happened, probably at least like a month ago. I think this was probably because of me, something I did, because it was only that side that broke off. But I had to spend at least roughly $255. So right now I'm at least, I'm not good at math. I'm trying to add it up right now. So I'm at four, five. So I'm like five something roughly, somewhere around there, five something roughly. So these are to repair two things. My radiator, CV axle, which was one side, I had to repair. And then now this goes down to my brakes. I had to do brake pads only. The brake pads had, this I didn't do myself. This, I had to take it to the shop. And this run me probably around somewhere around, brake pads is cheap. So roughly probably at least like $150. So now I'm at 680, somewhere around there, close to 7. These are numbers I'm giving you off head though. So now those are the three major things I had to fix on this truck so far. Was so CV axle, I had to do the radiator, I had to do my brake pads. So those are the three things I had to repair on this truck since I have owned this Ram 1500. And I'm not gonna, while in my ownership, I'm not gonna talk about when I bought it and stuff like that, because it did need a few things from the dealership that they mentioned to me, which was a torque converter that he was putting in, and that was under their ownership still. But I wouldn't really add that to, because I didn't pay no money for it. But those are the three major things so far I have experienced with, like, far as like cost for everything less than $1,000. I'm not saying that it's gonna be the same for you, this and that, but I'm just saying with my truck now, the way I look at it, that's pretty, like, it's a pretty reliable pickup truck for me, because so far with the ownership of what since I've been having this truck, I've been I do my regular maintenance and take care of this truck. But I know a lot of people always talking, like, when I remember before I got this truck, did my research, a lot of people always experiencing a lot of issue with these trucks. I don't know why, but I'm gonna assume, sometimes it could be the owner, sometimes, it just be the truck itself. But I'm not saying that it's gonna be the same for you or when you plan on buying one of these trucks, but I'm just giving you guys a full price breakdown on just repair costs for this truck. I haven't really, it's crazy to think, going on 2 years, and the most I've spent so far is around like $800 on this truck for repair costs, which is pretty good though. And I drive this truck every day. I drive it to work, drive it to wherever else I'm going, and she is a pretty solid truck. I ain't gonna lie to you guys, pretty solid. And I'm planning on definitely making her much more reliable. And I'm gonna be doing so much to this truck. I just can't wait to be able to start doing these things so you guys can be able to see. But this is pretty much sum up how much. I'm not making this up to you guys, man. I'm be 100% transparent. Like, I'm not trying to do this for video wise, this and that, but this is the truth. And hopefully everything go uphill with this truck from here on out. And pretty much, let me know how much you guys, if you got one of these trucks, feel free to leave a comment down below. Pretty much, I'm gonna end this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, stay safe, peace out.